Today I have to show you a very rare fine art print titled The Artist's Wife and Daughter. These prints were made in 1972 and printed directly from the woodblock carving or woodcut of Arthur Segal. This is the woodcut by Arthur, and this was used in 1972 to create 80 of these limited edition prints. This one here is number 15 of 80, and it is for sale for £500. This is Arthur's wife and this is Arthur's daughter. So this would be Ernestine Segal and this would be Marianne Segal. The woodcut itself was created on the Baltic where the Segals went on holiday circa 1912, before the beginning of the First World War, and it is typical of Arthur's early expressionist style. These prints were published by my father in 1972 under license from Marianne Segal. Now there are several ways you can identify this print, one of which is the watermark. For these portrait style prints, that watermark is usually found on the top right corner, and it is the artist's signature, but it is a watermark only, not an actual signature. This was the watermark that the publisher chose to identify this particular paper that was made by Barcham Green Ltd for a special order for this particular editioning of Arthur's woodcuts. The other way you can identify it is the publisher's circular dry stamp in the bottom left corner, which reads published by Richard Nathanson, and then underneath copyright sign M. Segal 1972, and in the center edition, and then underneath that 80, indicating 80 of these were created. Now technically this is a fine art reproduction. Arthur did not print this himself, but it is a reproduction of something that he might have created from his woodcut. My father also published a catalogue in 1972 called A Collection of Woodcuts by Arthur Segal, where the woodcut is represented here as number 6, The Artist's Wife and Daughter. So the woodcut is represented by the reproduction that was created in 1972. This is actually one of my favorites. Let's just bring this into the light. This is what was used to make that print. This one is actually double-sided as well. There is something else on the back, but that is for another time. If you look on the back of this print, you can see the number 15 inscribed on the back of the publisher's circular stamp. That is my father's handwriting, so he's inscribed at number 15. So this is print number 15 of 80 similar to this, which were produced in 1972 using this woodcut. We have also designated this woodcut as woodcut 6. So if I just pick it up, you can get a better look at it in the light. It's on a form of handmade wove paper with deckle edges, There it is. This has been stored flat and has been in the possession of the publisher and now his surviving business, Nathanson Fine Art, since 1972, as has the woodcut. After 1972, no further prints were taken from this woodcut, nor will they be, as this is a limited edition. The other thing that's special about this is the printer who was commissioned to carry out the editioning was a man named Will Carter, who ran the Rampant Lions Press and is a very notable figure within British print history. So this is also an opportunity of buying something that he was involved in. The buyer of this print will receive a premium grade storage folio along with the print. That's included within the 500. VAT costs and shipping costs are not included, but as soon as this print is bought, it will be placed in a premium grade storage folio like this, and I'm placing it between 4 sheets of premium grade acid-free tissue paper, which I have personally selected and cut myself to store this as nicely as possible. And there it is, and that is what will be shipped to the buyer. I have studied the correspondence between Remy Green and my father, and in those they state that a small amount of dye was added to the paper during the creation of it. So this is why it looks a little off-white, but that is intentional as part of the production process. So if you look at this, this is mount board, which is ice white, and you can see that this is ice white, this is like a sort of off-white. If you like this artwork and but you do not want to spend £500 on this extremely rare and beautiful limited edition print, then I encourage you to visit my Redbubble store, Nathanson Art, where I have created a number of designs after this image, and you can probably find something there that you can enjoy.